texted him that I'm gonna call him later, which I'm not gonna do. That's like my signature move. I tell people I called him back, and I never do it.
That's just what it is. I ain't gotta lie to you. That's just what it is.
Good afternoon, guys. Welcome back to another Q&A, where yet again Nico is joining me as Paddy, still on holiday.
That is right.
Still enjoying the sun. We have all of your questions that you've left in the community tab, so let's jump straight into it and fire away with some answers.
Lucas Luro asks you, Mr. Matt, what
Yes.
do Man City have to improve? What do Man City have to improve on to actually be Champions League winners?
Ooh, very little, I'd say. Oof. The little of any teams. I know people say, oh, Pep Guardiola hasn't, got to the Champions League final or even to the semi-finals with Manchester City. Oh no, he did get once with Manchester City. It's just down to luck. If that VAR thing isn't given in the Champions League, they go through. You can't tell me that, honestly, you expect Manchester City to uproot a whole team, have a whole inquiry as to what went wrong, when all that happened was like a yard offside.
And it was literally 1 minute.
And if Aguero tucks away that penalty in the first leg, the tie's completely different, they probably go through.
Yeah.
So yeah, overreacting and panicking is the worst thing that any football team is currently doing.
On the other hand, we fucking love to do that.
We
overreact on everything.
It's all about them clicks. But yeah, Guardiola shouldn't need to panic. As for what they can improve on, I'd say another defender. For me, certainly a left back if Mendy's going to be injured. And a replacement for Fernandinho. But yeah.
Are you maybe answering the next question that is meant for me already?
Maybe. So this actually goes well with the next question. It says, Act Tactical says, who do you think Man City should sign this summer? Tell me 2 players.
Yeah, no,
well, hold on. Have we identified left back and defensive midfield?
I would have gone for defensive midfield and actually a centre back. Because I know they have Laporte and Stones, but on the other, Otamendi and company both from companies too old by now.
Yeah.
And we've talked about Otamendi before. We both agree that he's never been and never will be a world-class player.
Okay, so defender and defensive midfielder.
And I would go, just to drop some names, Rodri for defensive midfield.
Yeah.
Rodrigo. It seems like a fit. Pep really wants him apparently. 70 million is not too much. I would go for it.
Yeah.
And as a centre back, I would actually go with somebody who's been not that great this season, but I still think has enormous potential, and that would be David Upamecano from RB Leipzig.
Still only 20.
Exactly, and he would not have to start at the beginning. They still have Laporte and Stones and Otamendi, and he can learn from them. And this man has the physicality is out. He's a physical freak, is what he is. He's so strong. He's so quick. He's a smart footballer. So I think that Upamecano would be great.
What about? I'm going to throw my name in there for Julian Weigl.
Yeah.
He could play both. He could play defensive mid and centre back.
That is true, and he would fit Guardiola's system quite well. But Weigl kind of struggling to make it at Dortmund at the moment, and that automatically gives me doubt if he would be good enough for City. All right, Ronnie George. If Chelsea are not willing to sell Hazard, do you think Zidane will go for someone else like Sadio Mane? And I just wanted to tell Matt that 25-year-old Rafael Varane has won more domestic cups and UCL with a Champions League than a 138-year-old club called Tottenham Hotspur. Please put this question in. I want to see how triggered Matt gets.
Wow. Rafael Varane's won more what?
More domestic cups and Champions League trophies.
Oh, well, I would be triggered if that was factually correct, but it's not.
Is it not?
No, of course it's not. Rafael Varane domestically has won 2 Spanish Super Cups, 2 La Ligas, and a Copa del Rey. And Spurs have won 4 League Cups, 8 FA Cups, 7 Charity Shields, 2 First Divisions, 2 Second Divisions, even if you don't count that. Spurs have won far more than in their history that Varane has.
It's still quite
he has more Champions Leagues, I'll give you that.
Yeah.
Spurs don't even have a European Cup, never even mind Champions League. They've got a UEFA Cup and UEFA Cup Winners' Cup, but that's not quite Champions League level. Yes, I would be triggered.
I'd say you were a little triggered already. It was enough for you to basically give us an entire fucking history of Tottenham.
Get your facts right. That's all I'm saying. Get your facts right if you're going to come at me.
So he was asking for what if Chelsea is not willing to sell Hazard?
Varane, top player. If Chelsea aren't willing to sell Hazard, will Zidane go for Mane? Yes, I think he's spoken about Mane in the past.
I've spoken about every player in the world.
Yeah, but I feel like with a little bit more, the fact that he's slightly more obtainable than Salah would be. If you're going to Liverpool to buy someone, even though I think Mane's been better than Salah this season, he's slightly more obtainable because Salah's just Salah. Like Liverpool would be selling so much more than just a player if they sold Salah. So I think, Mane would be a very good
What do you
option.
think? How much would Mane cost?
See, this is the thing. Salah, you're asking about 150 million. Mane,
at least. I'd rather say we're looking towards 200 for,
you reckon?
for Salah. Yeah, I think so.
Mane, maybe 100 would do it, or 120. I'm not underrating Mane at all. I just don't think as the package.
Yeah, I know what you mean. I totally agree. And I think, look, that technically is still too much for any football player. But
True.
I do feel like they would probably, even for Mane, ask for 150 or something like that. But this is just a feeling I have, like based on absolutely nothing.
I mean, also, if Chelsea are willing to sell Hazard, it's probably not up to them.
That is true. And how percentage-wise, how much percent do you think Hazard is going to Real in the summer?
I'd say 70%.
I'd actually go 80 even. Yeah. I'm pretty sure it's going to happen.
We, of course, actually, because I know a few people have asked about it, have not forgotten about mine and Paddy's bet. If you remember this.
No, I don't.
Me and Paddy made a bet. If Hazard goes to Real Madrid, he has to do the forfeit, and if he doesn't, I have to. And it is a spoonful of hot sauce. Super hot chili sauce. But we'll wait until the summer before we come back to that.
How is the challenge called? What is it? The what? He has to do the...
Just hot sauce.
Okay, use the word that I didn't know as a German, but it doesn't matter. Well, let's get him
Google translate the answer.
Let's get him some habanero hot sauce.
Up next from Bo's Creations. Quick fire for past footballers.
Okay.
Be good. Ronaldo, the original Ronaldo, or Ronaldinho.
I'm gonna do this. Before we start, I'm gonna do this by who I like better, not who I think was a better footballer. Okay.
Who you like more? It's up to you.
Ronaldinho. We met him. We didn't even talk to him, but I somehow shook his hand. So Ronaldinho it is.
Pirlo or De Rossi?
De Rossi's still playing.
Yeah.
Pirlo though.
Yeah. Beckham or Ronaldinho?
I love David Beckham. I'm sorry, David Beckham.
Yes, good answer. Eto'o or Thierry Henry?
Thierry Henry.
Pele or Maradona?
Maradona.
Ooh.
Where do you disagree? You would have taken Ronaldo over Ronaldinho?
It's a tough call, probably not, no.
I
guess it depends, it's probably a generational thing. I will say though, on the quickfire questions, that was a really good one.
Yeah, I liked it.
Make sure that you try and maybe not throw in so many of the similar quickfire questions. I had a lot of you guys asking for people like De Ligt against Van Dijk, like 10 of you every single week. Firstly, they're in different stages of their career.
Yeah.
But also Sancho and Rashford and Dembele and Messi and maybe try and mix it up a bit. Or even better, maybe a rating system would work.
Who's taller, Cristiano Ronaldo or Messi?
Someone asked Solskjaer against Zidane. I was like, guys.
In what? Like in what? On
Zidane
Mario
has
Kart
3 Champions Leagues in 3 years, and Solskjaer has a relegation with Cardiff, and a few seasons with Mulder. Like, come on, let's make these quickfire questions serious. Okay, next. Oh, it's you.
You want to say the name of the next question now?
Yeah, Daddy Das Daniel.
Exactly. Yeah. That is one of our German viewers, I would say. Shout out to you, Daniel. Is the Wolves' success season just this season, or could they be top 4 to 6 contenders?
I think they could be top 6 contenders, provided they do their business right. We've seen in the past many clubs who come up, spend a load of money, and then they really put themselves in trouble. QPR being the perfect example of it in the Championship. However, I don't know if you have it in Germany. We have it in England called second season syndrome.
No, we have the first season syndrome because most clubs that come up go down immediately.
Oh no! So we've had in the Premier League a lot of teams come up and do really well, and then second season just
like a sophomore slump, or something. Yeah.
All right. So I think they could be if they do things right.
But there are the teams that could
just
go
don't
first.
Go crazy.
And that's always tough. If you get all that money, where will they finish this year? Like roughly?
It's between 7th and 10th. So it's Watford, Wolves, Leicester and West Ham, all for the fight between 7th and... Wait, Watford, Wolves, Leicester, West Ham, Everton. Between 7th
Everton
and 11th.
would be for me a team then. I mean, they think they're a top 6 team anyways, but...
Yeah, Everton historically maybe. Right, next up from Rafai Tech, who said, will De Ligt end up at Bayern or Barca based on what Ten Hag has said?
I have no idea what Ten Hag said, but I think he talked about it before.
He was asked Barcelona and he said, I don't know, probably or Bayern.
Yeah, that's okay. I heard that actually, and yeah, I'm pretty sure that it's only between Barca, Bayern, and Juventus. I still think Juventus is in the mix, but if you'd ask me, I would say Barca is top contender for De Ligt, then Bayern, and then Juventus.
I think there's just no amount of money that could draw someone away from Barcelona.
Yeah, but I don't know.
I'm just not for an Ajax graduate. I just think there's no more.
Especially Barcelona, Ajax, the connection. It's always been there. But you can never underestimate that. Plenty of these Dutch kids have seen the Bundesliga growing up because it's like the closest of the top leagues to the Netherlands. And maybe, you don't know, maybe he was a Bayern fan growing up.
But competition-wise as well. Bundesliga is okay.
Yeah, like I said, I think Barca.
Yeah, Barca.
Nicola Beara, how on earth is there not Alisson in the PFA team of the season, and why Pogba when there are Hazard, Milner, or David Silva?
Okay, first off, I feel like how on earth Alisson isn't there is a bit like over-exaggerating.
Who is in there?
Ederson.
Well, that's fair.
It's between the two, yeah. It's not like Alisson's, been left out and, I don't know, Neil Etheridge is in there or someone.
It's not that somebody said he's not a top 10 keeper.
Yeah. He's a very close second to Ederson. Yeah. And at the time of filming, Ederson is top of the league. So
that's right.
And offers far more contribution, I think, going forward. Far more of a weapon than Alisson does.
Yeah.
I would also hazard the guess that Alisson hasn't been tested as much because he has a brilliant defence in front of him.
Probably true.
Whereas Ederson has got
it's actually
not a bad defence, but he maybe tests a little bit more than Alisson, who certainly has Van Dijk to thank for a lot this season.
Yeah.
Also, he's a few mistakes.
Van Dijk is the player of the year, right?
Yeah, pretty much. And why Pogba? That's everybody's question. How on earth is Pogba in there?
I think he just had this stint in the middle of the season where he was brilliant after Solskjaer took over, and then that was just enough.
And Hazard's not the same position as Pogba. Wouldn't be replacing him. Milner. No, he's had a good season, but
Milner is Milner.
Yeah, he's done a job. It's a 7 out of 10, but not crazy. And David Silva, again, good option, David Silva.
This is just like, this is what you get if you have a brilliant league. That's how it is.
Some top players, yeah, absolutely. Right, next up for me from Suraj D, who says, what are your thoughts on Liverpool getting 97 points and potentially still finishing second in the Premier League?
Do they have 97 points
Big fan of you guys
right
from
now?
India. No, that's their potential.
That is their potential.
So from the last 3 games,
I was just going to say, that sounds
if they win the last 3, it'll be Liverpool 97, Man City 98.
That is once again just a sign of a brilliant league. And it's a pity for Liverpool that there's a team that is probably even better at the moment. I think we talked about it in the videos before that I really hope for Liverpool to win the league. But it's just how it is. It sucks, but it happens. It's just, there's not much to say. Liverpool, brilliant, and they have a shot to win the Champions League, and they have a shot to win the Premier League, and that's for a reason, because they're one of the best teams in Europe right now. But yeah, it's just how it is.
I guess, yeah. It just sucks that Man City are also very good.
Honestly, 97 points and finishing second. That is insane. What is the Premier League points record?
100 last season. Man City got 100.
That's insane.
Yeah, 1 win off the record and still finishing second. I guess that's football.
Ryan Payne. Not a question. That is our Ryan, I guess. Not really a question related to football.
It's not our Ryan, actually.
No, it's not. Just for Matt's opinion, how do you feel that my dad thinks that you sound exactly like Gary Lineker?
I sound like Gary Lineker. If I have half the career on and off the pitch that Gary Lineker has, I'll be very happy.
Yeah.
If I sound like him, I don't know. Where's Gary Lineker from? I don't know. I've not a clue. He played for Spurs. Played for Everton too, and Barcelona.
That's true.
I'm not entirely sure. I'm from North London, so I don't think Gary Lineker's also from North London, but maybe he's from somewhere close by.
How hard differ the dialects within London?
Even within London, there are slightly different dialects, especially East. Especially East London. Listen to Harry Redknapp talk.
Oh, yeah.
Miles different.
That is really different.
And it's about 20 miles away, less.
Whew. All right.
England's confusing.
Oh, goddamn.
Right, next up from Varun Singhal, who said, top 5 managers at the moment. Give me a list. Knock them down.
Okay. First 2, Klopp and Guardiola.
Yeah, 100%.
Then I would go with your boy, Pochettino.
Yeah.
You have to put in Zidane, I guess.
Yeah.
Just for winning all these cups. Yeah. And now, who would have taken 5th? Ole Gunnar Solskjaer. Taking an outsider tip here, I think Thomas Tuchel is a brilliant coach.
I was going to say that, yeah.
Had a rocky start at PSG, but I think he's brilliant. And yeah, this would be a 5. Pep, Klopp, Pochettino, Zidane, Tuchel.
Ancelotti?
Yeah, but he had this thing at Bayern where kind of imploded. The fifth is up for
His
grabs.
career speaks for itself, though. Ancelotti's managerial was.
But I mean, there's other coaches around that won plenty of cups, like Louis van Gaal, even though he ended his career officially. But that doesn't mean they're still the best. All right. Mayur Gowns Cube. Question for Matt. If the rumors of Pogba leaving for Real Madrid are true, then should Man United let him go? If yes, who should they buy to replace him?
I actually feel like this is much like the Hazard one. Should they let him go? If he wants to go and he's going to be a dick and not turn up to training, or he's going to be a bad egg in the squad and you want to rebuild the team...
And he has the potential to do that.
You almost have to let him go.
Yeah.
If Real Madrid are going to come in with 150 million and you're just going to be like, no, we're going to reject an insane amount of money and keep an unhappy player here against his will.
And Paul Pogba,
you're going to have to, whether you like it or not.
Don't you think that Paul Pogba, like, first of all, I love Pogba. Yeah. I'm one of his biggest fans. Like,
I think he's a
fantastic
fanboy. Footballer.
But don't you think that if he turns bad, basically, and decides to be an asshole, that he has the power in the locker room to really, really harm the team?
We saw it with Mourinho.
Yeah. Like, he is one of these players that can gather other people around him, and if he decides to fuck it up...
He's very influential, of course. I'm not 100% sure he will leave, but if they come calling him, maybe. Who's going to replace him? Oh my God. There is no one to replace Pogba. No. You can replace him with other players. There is no one that's got his skill set and his current
There is no one. There's no natural
replacement. Yeah. One that was touted recently was Bruno Fernandes, the Sporting midfielder. 28 goals this season, I think.
Yeah,
but he's not on Pogba's level. Unless they're going to go.
Sporting. And look, we all love Portuguese league. It's a great league too, but
it's not on the same level.
It's not the Premier League.
Someone who could bring in Thiago maybe from Bayern.
But he also lacks the complete physicality. Like he has the offensive understanding. No.
I'm trying to think of someone who's even like for like with Pogba. Nobody.
I love Pogba. I love Pogba.
Yeah, he's brilliant. Right, next up from Ripley Master, who said, who do you think is an ideal player to refresh the Real Madrid midfield, because the current players aren't really impressive? Never got my question picked though. Today is your day, Ripley Master.
My answer would be Pogba.
Picked. That went perfectly.
It would be Pogba.
Generally would. I agree. Generally would be Pogba.
It seems like they're leaning towards Eriksen a little bit, Christian Eriksen.
Yeah, true. I'm not sure he'd freshen up the whole midfield though.
Yeah.
Pogba's got a completely new sort of aura that he'd bring in with him.
But what would that mean for Modric and Kroos?
I funnily enough think that Modric is actually going to be the one to be kicked out first.
Just because of his age?
Even though he's a Ballon d'Or winner, He's 34, it was going to be 34 this year.
Yeah.
The thing is with Toni Kroos, it's difficult to read because he's not a public person at all.
No.
Toni Kroos. He sometimes has random bursts, like when he completely sided with the DFB over Ozil.
Or when he last week basically trashed the entire Real Madrid media by saying, no, everything's wrong, I'm staying here.
Yeah.
When everybody reported that he was on his way out, he was like, nope.
I feel like he'd stay a little bit. Modric may be the first to go, and someone like Pogba alongside him.
Yeah. All right. Our man Pedro Cummins is back. How likely are these transfers on a scale 1 to 5, with 5 being the highest, obviously? James Rodriguez to Arsenal.
Actually, this is a good quick fire.
I like it, yeah.
This is good. James to Arsenal, 1 to 2.
Yeah? Bayern today was reported that they're not interested in renewing his contract.
Yeah, I can't see him staying at Bayern or Real, but if he's available, there's more clubs on the list with a better offering.
He's going to end up at one of the Milan clubs. Inter or AC.
Hammers.
I don't know why, but it just feels like a perfect fit.
I think Juve, Napoli, Milan clubs, a lot of clubs are above Arsenal.
Italy
being able to offer him.
Somehow it feels like Italy.
Yeah.
All right, Wan-Bissaka to Man United.
Oh, it's likely. 4. 4
How much would they have to pay?
I think it was 40 million was the release, or 42.
Oh, that's fair. Torgan Hazard to Chelsea.
Without the transfer ban, yes, I can see this happening. I can see this happening. If he doesn't go to Dortmund, which I think is the strongest rumour in Germany at the moment. If it doesn't happen, especially to replace Eden Hazard.
But apparently Dortmund is not willing to pay the 40 million.
Is it 40? See, what's so funny is that Dortmund, the team who are running for championships in the Bundesliga, aren't willing to pay 40. But Chelsea, who could slump to 6th, will throw 40 like it's nothing.
And Dortmund has made so much money the last few years with transfers too.
Oh my God, yeah. If they sell Sancho as well.
Yeah, just think about Dembele and Aubameyang in the last year. That's like an easy 200-something million we got there.
Oh my God, yeah. Wow.
Last one, Icardi to Madrid, Real Madrid, obviously.
No.
I think it's a 5.
Wanda came out on TV and said that he'll be staying.
Then I heard
his agent and wife.
When was it?
A few days ago.
And yesterday I heard that he's PSG frontrunner. PSG should be frontrunner for him. I think did we talk about it yesterday? I talked to somebody about it yesterday. I said if Real Madrid is looking for a new striker, and if they're not, then they are. I'm sorry, I'm not going to say the word, but they have to look for a new striker. And
Benzema's
then
on fire,
having the chance to sign Icardi. Yeah, Benzema's great. Still though, you need he's the only option in the entire offense. And if you can get a striker of the quality that Icardi has for 70 million these days on this transfer market, that's a bargain, and you do it.
Yeah, okay. We'll go with 5 then. From Lars Zoid, who said, do you think players that are from smaller teams don't get the attention they need? They need or they deserve, I reckon.
No, I would just disagree. No, actually I disagree 100%. Look, every player that has 2 good games these days is on the radar of every European top club, is on the radar of their national team.
Yeah.
At least it feels like in Germany, and I think in the Premier League it's pretty much the same thing. Maybe players that are not young players anymore. Players that have a great season when they're like 27, 28, they sometimes don't get the recognition they deserve. How do you say? But in general, I wouldn't think so.
I think, honestly, and especially with this whole new internet age of footballers, the only reason they don't get it is because the bigger players in the world are so massive that people sort of forget to talk about them.
Yeah, but they still get talked about. Them. Like if you know where to look.
Yeah, that's the thing. If you haven't heard of someone, as you know, as an avid football fan online, it's probably because you haven't researched it.
Yeah, exactly.
It's not that they're not getting credit. Like, you know, you could walk into a football club and mention loads of players who are, let's say, in smaller teams less known, and the club will know about them. The manager will have scouting reports on them. They'll know exactly everything about them. Yeah. It's just because the internet doesn't care unless Ronaldo or Messi are involved.
That is right. I mean,
unfortunately.
Dude, it sometimes still happens to me that I stumble across a player while doing research for something where it's like, what the fuck? This man is tearing apart whatever league it is.
On last week's Power Rankings, 2 weeks ago, I tried to include Ishak Belfodil was #1.
Ishak!
Having a great season for Hoffenheim, who are pushing Champions League spaces.
How many other viewers know him?
So, I think someone wrote, who the hell was this guy? And I was like, widen your footballing knowledge, guys. There are so many players out there who are brilliant. Yeah. Let's just try not to stick to Neymar, Ronaldo, Messi and Mbappe for the next 10 years, because it'll get quite boring.
All right.
Unfortunately.
Last question.
Last one from you.
Is Nico a good third choice Q&A host? The stats actually show, stats baby, that videos with Nico have average higher view count than videos with Paddy.
Wow.
22.6k compared to 19.3k. Should Paddy be dropped in favor of Nico?
Thank you for the research, first off.
It's my man.
So you get more average views than Paddy.
But the channel also grew over time. I mean, Paddy is gone for what, like half a year now?
2 weeks, I think. I think we have an update from Paddy, actually. I think we have a picture somewhere that should be on screen right about now, just showing what he's getting up to in Australia.
I haven't seen the picture, but I have a feeling it's something ridiculous.
To be fair, no one would know before clicking on the video if it was you or Paddy.
That's true. That is
because you're not in the thumbnail.
That is true.
Maybe it's an odd coincidence. You guys have your... You know what, actually... We're going to leave a poll. We're going to stick a poll somewhere above Nico's head. Nico or Paddy as the co-host.
Don't let me down, guys. Come on.
I love that my position isn't under threat just yet.
We'll see.
Next week it's going to be Nico and Paddy. I'm just going to be out. I'm gone. There you go. Right, anyway. On that crazy piece of news and with that crazy poll sticking up there, thank you so much for sending all of your questions in. Remember, and I do write this under pretty much every daily news, look out for our community tab posts on a Wednesday. If you leave your question under any other video during the week, there's a chance, a very high chance, that it won't end up making the final cut. And for those of you who did put a question in, we couldn't get to them all. Thanks so much, but keep trying because we will eventually get through every single question. But that is all from us this week, so thank you very much, guys. Leave all your thoughts down below, and you can also smash that like button for us, for me, for Nico, and for Paddy, who'll be watching somewhere around the world.
Maybe.
In Australia, while he's playing with kangaroos. We'll see you guys later.